nose runs. We have to.
Gosh, it's already running this morning. If my nose runs.
Oh, good morning.
You feel like you're a little orphan over here.
I know I'm all by myself. Little
Orphan over here.
Good morning.
Push
No, that's okay. You're totally fine.
I
It's
spread.
all good. You do, and I've been known to. Here, I'm just following you, Kelly. You're like back off, Katie.
Well, I'll talk. It's double fun today.
I know. It's like we're back together. Yay! It's been a while, hasn't it?
It is.
It
It's like
is.
good times.
It's like I can't think of an analogy.
something?
It is. It's like something in my head,
It's a
but
reunion.
It
It's a reunion
is.
of the minds.
If
of
you
the
were,
two creative people.
Laverne and Shirley.
there you go.
Lucy and Ethel.
Oh, there. I think that's much
Yeah.
better. Yes. Some people took classes with us once or twice.
Once.
You guys taught a class together?
Several classes.
a
Yeah.
few.
It was
Yeah.
I don't
fun.
recall that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
As-
Christmas cards.
Oh my gosh, we had a ball.
Oh,
Yes.
Christmas cards.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
raise your hand if you were in one of Katie and my classes
Yeah.
together.
And what about the one where we forgot all the ephemera pieces?
Oh, that was a bad scene.
Yeah, it was all good though. Yeah. So welcome.
I was the straight man, as they say, and Katie was the comedian.
Oh God.
So we were a good team.
We were.
Well,
It worked out really
the
well.
twins are here,
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
wow.
and they say good morning. It's
Good
gonna
morning,
be
good
fun.
morning.
So you guys want to just kind of tell us about what we're
Yes.
going to do today? And
Katie, you can.
All right.
right.
So
I have to stand so close together. I was like so close to Katie.
It's a fun thing that we got two great people here today.
all right. So what we're going to do is and honestly, I have always wanted to do this because you see card kits around the store, and I've always wanted to take a card kit and use it for different things besides just cards. And so Janet and I decided to do that. And so she took 4 cards from a kit, and I took 4 cards. We didn't even talk.
No.
And I was going to call you last night, but I said, nope, we're just going to see what happens.
Independent work.
It was very independent. And she came up with a project, and I came up with some projects. And we're going to share those with you. So the whole inspiration was the Simple Stories life. Whoops. Oh. I looked at us like, where? So our inspiration was this isn't the card kit. This is the collection kit. But this collection, because we just love the colors, and so we decided we're going to try it with the Simple Life card kit. So we created the cards. Oops. Oh, thank you. So we created the cards. These are
So
photos.
there's the cards. Mm-hmm. They look great.
So you create the cards first, and then Janet and I are going to show you today different ways that you can use the cards instead of just using them as cards. Yeah.
So they could be cards or non-cards.
Exactly. And Janet made an amazing album, and I have a page and some things to add to the crate, and then some decorative pieces.
Yes.
So
Oh, you guys are good. You guys are good.
we do. We're pretty good filling in each other's
We
blanks,
are.
aren't we? Yeah.
We know what each other is thinking.
Well,
most
we
of
do.
the
She
time.
said the Ruckus twins. We got good cop, bad cop.
Oh my God.
Who would be, let's take a moment
Okay.
and decide who would be the good cop and who would be the
That,
bad
you
There's
know,
much.
I could change that pretty quick, couldn't I?
You could.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
They say it looks like a fun morning ahead.
Oh,
and,
you want me to hold this up? You
yeah.
keep okay.
and Gloria said her sister just finished that Christmas kit last year.
Oh, the one with the
Oh my
missing,
God, with the
hopefully she
missing
had her-
ephemera
missing
pieces?
ephemera.
Yes.
She got her ephemera though.
Oh my gosh.
And it's Catherine's 61st birthday.
Oh.
And she's spending it with us.
Yay!
birthday.
Happy
So much to her.
birthday.
Isn't that
Oh, well, that's so
sweet?
sweet. Is that amazing?
It is so sweet.
It is. Thank you.
So
I
we
like
did-
your sweater today, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so
Warm and
much.
Yeah.
toasty. Should we show those couple of new things?
Let's do
Oh.
it.
Hear you. I know, it's okay, because they're going to do all the
All right, you can't hear Kelly because she doesn't have a
So you have to
microphone.
repeat what I say if
All
I
right.
say.
If you say anything. All right, so let's see what we have here. I haven't even looked. Oh, Val did these wonderful quilt cards, and I'm not sure what day it was. It was,
A couple weeks ago.
yeah.
So you have to say a couple weeks
A couple weeks ago. She did these a couple weeks ago, and then she, these are amazing. And doesn't this look like just a blanket that you could wrap up in?
It
I
does.
love
it
this
looks like
one.
a grandma's quilt.
I absolutely love them. So she did that video, and you can go to our blog and search quilts or Val, and her video will come up, or her blog post will come up. And so we did get the Impression Obsession quilt blocks die back in, and it is $14.99. But look at this one.
And we got a different one also.
This is like really fun. This is the hexagon quilt blocks. I like those. Those are different hexagons at the top. It is also $14.99. But what's great is that it has the stitching around it too.
Then they look like real pieces of fabric. And those are online. If you go to shopping and go to themes and then go to the hobby theme, and you'll find these.
We don't have our linker today.
We don't have a linker. No linker.
Our linker's in the house.
Yeah.
It's in this house, not her house. That's a really neat stamp set that goes with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what it's called. Quilting Friends, and it's $15.99.
I think if you typed in quilt in the search bar, you'd probably see all of this.
All of them together. All right, and then another Impression Obsession. Oh my gosh, look at this little Happy
That's
Easter.
really
I
cute.
love that. And love the squares. You could put a square on a quilt like this, or maybe top.
Make your quilt with those squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
So it has the rabbit, have a blessed Easter, he is risen, and then the Happy Easter at the bottom, which is just seems like it's around the corner, but golly bee.
Easter's a little early this year.
It is.
This year. Do we know?
The second week in March,
Yeah.
did we think?
No,
April.
April.
Second week in April, yeah. All right, and we also got this Impression Obsession 6x6 pack. There's 12 different designs. You get 4 of each, and it is $6.49. And I'm going to go ahead and flip through this.
That's a lot of papers.
It is. Oh.
We had to open it because it looks so much better when you
Oh, it
actually see it.
does.
It's very colorful and perfect for Easter.
Aren't
I think
those
die
fun?
cutting some Easter eggs out of some of those papers would be so cute. And that's
a
going
lot
to
of
be
fun.
online if you go to Paper Packs and 6x6, or you can go to our themes and Easter. So if you're getting ready for
Yeah.
Easter, check out our Easter theme out there in our theme section.
All right, that's just a few items from yesterday that came in, it looks like.
And we're excited for today. So Katie.
Color Vibe intro today, or?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to do that?
Oh,
Or I can do it.
look at Janet. It's
I'm
like
tethered
a,
to
I know you're tethered together.
Oh, yeah, we were going to do a little color vibe
Yeah,
intro.
or we
so
can do it tomorrow.
Let's do this, and then if we have time, we'll do it, and if we don't, we'll do it tomorrow.
Okay,
But we're going to try to do it today.
okay. All right, because our focus is Color Vibe.
Yeah, color
Yeah,
vibe
and we
is our
did use-
February thing.
And it's Simple Stories today. I mean, we're using Simple Stories and
Which
all
is
the
Color Vibe.
yeah,
And we're
and their
using
Color
Color
Vibe.
Vibe.
Yeah, we are definitely.
Color Vibe is a basic collection from Simple Stories that has embellishments and papers, and we let's just do that right now. Let's just go show it.
All right,
Let's do it.
all right. Come along, tethered friends.
Tomorrow. Come on, Janet.
I'm on a leash.
She's like, it's like the you have to keep
Janet on a
going.
leash
I'm
here.
on a leash.
It's like the football guy. You're like
Katie,
the
Color Vibe was introduced, wasn't it in the fall?
yes.
Can I give you this camera? I'm gonna go get
Oh,
my
sure.
notes. I have some notes about
Oh,
Color
do you?
Vibe. Yeah.
Okay.
Katie, I feel like I was ahead of the curve because back in August when we picked our blue ribbon product, guess what product I chose?
Color Vibe.
I feel like
Yes.
I've liked color vibe for a very long time.
You have, and it's so good. It's such a good basic.
Yeah.
So over here are the Color Vibe papers or cardstocks, and I'll just scan down them. And I've heard a rumor that they're coming out with 12 new colors.
wow.
Yes,
Can we just show the texture?
absolutely.
So on one side you're going to get a dot, and
I'm
what I
trying to
love
come
about
in.
the
There we go.
dot, Katie, is it's like a tone on tone dot.
Yes.
So it's not a high contrast; it's a low contrast.
Yeah.
The other side is solid.
Right, love it because you can use either one.
It's
Mic
just
check,
really-
Janet. You're holding your mic is
Oh,
you're
I'm
holding
holding it
yeah.
out.
So it's going. Yeah, that's okay.
That was a good sound effect.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, and it's got a beautiful texture. It's just really, there's a little bit of a roughness to it that just makes it just yummy to
Yeah,
use.
but it is your favorite, isn't it? And I hope they add purple because they have like a lilac, but they don't have a purple
They don't
purple.
really have much purple, do they?
Yeah.
So is this all the colors that exist?
These are all the
currently?
colors that currently exist.
Wow.
Now, if you want, you can purchase them then in the Color Vibe packs. You're so good, Janet. Oh my gosh, beautiful. And so there's summer packs and spring packs, which are lighter. They have winter packs and lights and fall, and then these are the basics. This is a great thing. I always get some basics just because it's the grays, blacks, creams, and whites, and browns.
So if somebody wanted to get started in Color Vibe, Katie, would you recommend a particular one of these color packs? Or
I think it's what you like. I go with the brighter colors, so I've done summer and bolts. They just want you to check your mic again. Yeah.
Okay.
The lighter ones are very definitely spring, and I think they'll be great for Easter too. And I use quite a bit of the fall, during fall, and then winter too. And actually the winter one matches really good with our simple life that we're using today.
Sure. Now I have been using this pack for Heritage Project that I'm working on.
Oh yes, a little sneaky peeky there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's just enough going on with the paper that makes it a little more interesting than plain cardstock.
Yeah.
And the neutrals are just beautiful.
I agree. And then we're going to go around the corner here, Janet, to your back, and then that way. Yeah, keep going. There we go. And then with Color Vibe, which was just like genius, I think, is that they have also buttons, and they have enamel dots, chipboards, flowers, washi, and then sticker letters. So, let's see, having all the packs, would you have all the colors? Ooh, that's a good question. I think so. I would say yes, but I'm not 100%.
Because there's 48 colors.
Okay, there's 48 colors. There's 8 packs of
6 each.
6 each, yep.
And what I learned recently, because these are new products.
Yes.
And new to me too. I haven't really spent a lot of time looking at them. These die cut flowers and leaves are actually cut from the Color Vibe paper itself.
Yes, it is. So they have they have dots on one side, and then the opposite would be the solid colors.
Right, and here
Look at all of them.
those shapes. So if you like
So
to use
much
die cuts
fun.
and don't want to take the time to do it yourself, this is a great way to go. And then you can save your full sheets of paper for something else. These are made of a little bit thicker kind of
they're more like chipboard,
type thing.
Yep, and you want to flip that one over?
Yep.
And then we can see that there's hearts and arrows and stars, oh my, and frames. And you are going to see staff used some of these in their projects. Well, hello, Kelly. And this was a project that I did, and I used the actual fall flowers and buttons in fall and
Enamel dots.
thank you, yes. And so you can see how I just layered those up. And that was 1 pack of the flowers that I used.
Amazing.
Yes.
I
Thank
love
you.
how they're different sizes, so they layer so nicely.
And the leaves are already in there too, which is so
Yeah,
nice.
Which is really handy.
And so those come in, someone's linking for us.
Oh, bless your
Lori!
heart. Oh, Lori, thank you. Our substitute
Thank you.
linker is in
Our
the house.
substitute linker, yes. So those are brights, and then these are bolds. I love the brights. I use the brights a lot, but that's because I like bright colors. And I use the bolds. Well, I've used kind of all of them.
Well, see, Katie, that's why we're a good team.
Basics.
I like the.
And these are your colors, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the brights, so we don't get in each other's.
Yeah, we don't
space.
cross each other. We stay in each other's lane,
Right.
don't we?
We do.
And then these are the lights, and we are refilling them, I should say, or they're on order. They're coming in. They'll be great for Easter. And then the very bottom is the summer, and I really like the summer colors too because they're bright. All right, let's see here if we have any questions. All right. Nope, they're just saying that these chipboard pieces, for $6.99, you get 120 pieces.
It's a ton.
You get a ton of pieces, and they have cute their hearts are good shapes.
You know what
Hard.
I would be inclined to do, Katie, is
What?
take a cupcake tin
Mm-hmm.
and I would sort either by shape or by color
Yep.
into each of the
I think
the
so
holes
too.
of the
I would
tin.
do shape,
And
yeah.
then I would have that on my desk or my
Yes.
table. And
And hence, that's why we're a good team, because I just dump them on a plate, and then you say, you need to get organized.
You
I
need to
said,
sort
okay,
those, Katie."
yes, thank you. All right. So I think that is, any other questions about the color vibe? Hey, Kelly. I'm right into the window, so it looks like we're in.
Do we look like angels?
We do. You guys look like angels. Yeah, there's like a glow to you. Yes. Well, all right. How much are the Vibe paper packs? We will find out for you, Susie.
$6.49.
$6.49. Yep. And if you
Lori
don't,
is doing our linking too.
Yeah.
Which is
I just love all
We're
these.
We're gonna have a gift waiting.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna have a gift waiting for you when you come to the crop in a couple weeks. Which reminds me, can we mention the crop?
Well, absolutely. If you guys get together, you can.
We have 2 openings in the February crop, so that's the 17th, 18th,
we have 2
and 19th.
openings. So the weekend after Valentine's Day.
Yes. Yep. Right after Valentine's Day, we have 2 openings. So if you want to join us, go on.
Janice like holding her microphone,
it's not even
she's like
on her string.
I just realized I have this handy string.
Oh my God.
And she was like this. Like
so anyway,
yeah.
So I hope there's somebody out there that wants to join us, and we'll get you signed up.
Oh, Sherry just popped on. Hello, Sherry. She's coming to the crop.
Well, good.
Yeah. Well, she brings us something, a beverage of choice sometimes. So.
Is that a hint, Katie?
All right. Nope, the video's not done yet.
Color vibe.
All right. Oh, we have to move. All right. We need some space. Okay. So that was.
Take it from here. All right. Ready to go. All right, you two.
I guess I'm not still tethered to Kelly here.
No.
I don't have to walk so closely.
They said the video ended with a question mark.
I think she thought we were done, but we weren't done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, when we said that will be it. No. Yeah. No, we are not done.
All right.
No. Okay. We're gonna start over here.
You might want to just say one more time what we're doing because people have joined us.
Okay. So what we are doing is
here we go.
we have to go get all our stuff. Best. I have always wanted to. It's like a rewind. All right. So we one thing I have always wanted to do is to take a card kit and use it differently besides just cards. And so we decided, Janet and I decided that, and Kelly were like, well, what could we do? What could we do? And we decided to use this card kit, The Simple Life, and because we both love the colors. And then we took the cards. So what you would do is buy the card kit, create the cards, and then we're going to show you other things that you can do with the cards instead of just sending them. I mean, you can always do that.
Right.
But this is we're just going to change it up. So you can do this with any card kit, even yours.
Well, yes, that's true. But this one particularly lends itself nicely to this because the theme is really all about home and family and that sort of thing. So it really lends itself well to different kinds of projects.
It's one of my favorite.
I just love it.
The colors are amazing. So
it's totally my colors too.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, one that we agree on.
Yeah.
It's like an in-betweener for us, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so to start with, what you would do is get a card kit, and the card kit is how much?
It is $32.99 and makes 8 cards.
And then you would make the cards. Everything to make the cards are in here. So that would be your starting point, so to say.
Exactly.
All right, so then...
And we did have a video. Could you guys mention we did have a video with this kit, and we'll have to link it when Bob does the blog.
We did have a video with it. If you didn't hear Kelly, we did have a video with this kit to show how they were created. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you can probably just go to our blog and search on card kit, our Simple Stories card kit, and you will find it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the first thing I did was, besides we made the card, if you go back to December 29th, I created this crate. And it is all about family and family life kit. And so I showed you on the video exactly how to make these. I used flashcards. I used tags. I don't know how you want to see this, Kelly. Tags. I used the paper. So in order to create these specific ones, I used the collection kit. So you would need a collection kit. And the collection kit is $16.99. And then I used the flashcards. I used tags. And then I also used the decorative brads, which are stickers, not brads. Excuse me. And then I used the bits and pieces. And also, I did use the Color Vibe winter buttons because if you take off the red, they all fit into this color.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Hold them up, Katie.
Oh, okay. Without
Look how beautiful. Without the red.
Cover the red. Cover up the red.
Well, that's perfect. It's like they were made to go with it.
Yeah. Perfect. So I use buttons also. And then I don't know how to go from here, but we'll see what happens. So then I made the crate. So I thought I'm going to show you another little pocket. I think I showed quite like maybe 4 or 5 different ones to put in there anyways. And then I showed you how to create them. So it ended up being, I showed all this. Okay. So then I thought, well, what could we do to add to the crate? And so I'm going to head over here.
I'm going to go over this way.
Yep. And using the same things that I still had from the rest of my project, that I took the home card. You're so far away. Did you zoom? So I took the home card and then I just closed it at the bottom and on the side, so it created a pocket. So then I took another tag, which I already had used previously, and cut a green color vibe, which is pine, and put that on there. And then my leftover pieces from what I had previously used, I added another black and white picture, and then some stickers, some enamel dots. And so if you made the crate, you will still have all these pieces, so you wouldn't have to buy anything more. And then this tells a story because this is a picture of my mom and dad, and it was their first Christmas together, and we all thought it was the TV set in the background with a little bit of greenery and some very sparse decorations. So then I told the story on here, and it slides back there in the tag. And then what I thought I would do is take the whole tag, put it in the card because it says home, and then this actually, I'm going to reach over here, Kelly, can be then added to my crate. And you can do that with all of the cards if you wanted to, just to add them in there as pockets.
So just to recap,
Yes.
we made the 8 cards in the kit just as the instructions indicate, because these are really beautiful designs. And then Katie made a pocket out of one of the cards and used it in her crate instead of using it as an actual card to send, which I think is a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
And you could do that with any.
Right, and lots.
And like if you made a Christmas box, wouldn't it be fun to put a Christmas card, a special Christmas card, just seal the edges like this and turn it into a pocket?
Or you could just put the card in here just as a piece and add it to it.
Exactly.
Add some ribbon at the top and just add that to there as a pocket. All right, so that was the first project. The next project, I thought, well, we all love our coasters, don't we?
We do.
So I grabbed a coaster, and then the card that I used was this one, Gather, Eat, and Laugh. And I thought this would be great to set on the kitchen counter.
Oh, yeah.
What a cute idea, Katie.
So I peeled off, because we already created them, I peeled it off the card base, but I had to use a little bit of the card base because there's a lot of white showing down there. And then I used my Crop-A-Dile, and then instead of the 1/4 inch side of my Crop-A-Dile, I used the 1/2 inch side, and it fits perfectly around these coasters. So I added the card. I did have to trim it down a little bit, and then I sanded the edges with whatever favorite sanding item you have, and don't forget the new sanding discs by Tim Holtz. And those are $2.99, and what you do is just place the disc on the bottom or on here, and then you can sand with it too, which I think is genius.
I'm excited to try this.
And then I inked it with just vintage photo, and it was all done. So then I have a coaster.
That is just adorable, Katie.
Oh yeah, my dirty vintage photo.
That's a well-loved vintage
It is
photo.
a well-loved vintage photo, used lots. And so that's how I did to create that. So I made the card, and so you can make a whole bunch of coasters out of these too, whichever ones that you like.
I love this idea because these are all just perfect to sit around as a home decor piece.
Oh, they are. This one, come in and sit and stay a while.
I love these.
Yeah, together.
And these make a really wonderful gift for somebody maybe in a nursing home who doesn't have a lot of space. And you can even mail them very easily.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, if you need to send a gift.
And the coasters are what?
59 cents.
59 cents, yeah.
I love that.
So a card kit, and
really
then you
good
can get
idea.
some coasters.
I'm seeing these for the first time, Katie. I'm just so inspired.
Well,
by
thank
what
you. Are you
did.
going to go home and make some coasters?
I love it.
Well,
yes.
speaking of more coasters,
And wait, there's more.
wait, there's more. So then I thought I would take a large coaster and then a small coaster, and I wanted to add a card with a picture. So I chose this one that says, come in, sit down, and stay a while. And I had to think, what could I add for come in, sit, and stay a while? And I really racked my brains. I went through my pictures. And then I thought, oh my gosh, Penny and her little brand new baby Reagan. And I thought, that fits. She wants to come in,
Yes.
sit, and stay a while.
all day.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
So what I did to hinge them, I'm kind of going rogue here, is I take two of the coasters and I actually take something just to make them sure that they're even. And I know this is like, wow. And I just use tape to tape them together. I know. It's kind of ingenious, isn't it,
It's
Kelly?
very
I mean, I
smart.
see that
Yeah.
you're just like, wow.
It is.
So I taped them together. That's all I did. And then they're even. And then I added the card on one side. And just as is, I cut the back. It is a card, but I cut the card piece off and then trimmed it down a little so it fit nice and tight. I changed this. It said, what does it say right there?
Sit and chat.
Sit and chat. Well, I thought, well, that doesn't really fit. So I changed it to a different one that says our nest.
Oh.
And then with my leftover bits and pieces and brads, and this is on the brad piece, I added a background, a couple butterflies, those, and then her picture. And then the piece that I cut off from the back of the card, I used as a border here, as the mat. Again, I rounded them with a 1/2 inch, but I did not round these corners. So if I turn it over, you can see it overlaps. And I thought, well, that's fine. No one's going to really turn it over. But when using the tape on the front of the coaster like this, then it sits up.
Oh, it's a better hinge.
Yeah, it's a better hinge, and you do cover it up with your paper, as you can see. And then you don't have any hinges showing on the back. And so this sits in nicely. And it was fun because Penny came in today and she was just like, oh, right, Penny? I did ask Penny permission and her daughter if I could use that picture because I thought it was just perfect.
It's really cute.
This
Yeah.
is just beautiful. I really love the contrast between how you didn't round on this one, but you rounded on the
Yeah, is that
photos.
okay? Because I think of you.
Yes.
And you were okay with that?
I approve,
Okay.
Katie.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So and so that was that one. So there's
love
like 3
it.
cards
Oh my
and lots of
gosh.
ideas so far. And then my big challenge was to try to use the cards in a layout. So this card I used.
It's like this one, right?
Yep, the home one. And so this is Color Vibe black and then the Color Vibe white, and I cut it down a 1/4 inch all around. I added the card and then I added a black and white picture. And then what pieces I had left over, so this is a journaling card. When we have each other, we have everything. Chaos, it could be kind of chaotic at our house or at times. So then I just did clusters and added some pieces. Used the roller date stamp, January 15th. This was at the Vikings game. So we do have bright purple on. So I changed it to black and white so it would fit better. And then added some leftover flashcards that I have, hugs, stickers, added all sorts of stickers. So what I do is lay it out and then I stick it all down. But look at the brads, Kelly. I just love the brads. I love the enamel dots, but the brads are just so much fun with the silver outline on them.
Now, those are the brads that actually aren't brads, though,
Yes,
right?
they're not brads, they're stickers.
They're stickers.
Yes.
But they're called brads.
They're called brads, but they're not brads, they're stickers.
But you don't have
yes.
to poke them through your layout like we did back in the olden days.
Correct. You're absolutely correct. In the olden days, yes. And then this is actually a tag, upside down tag, that I
how
put on there and then
cute.
added the ribbon.
Where have we seen the upside down tags? Peggy.
Peggy uses
yes.
upside down tags, and that's where I got that. And this is just a little journaling piece stuck behind there. So don't, tuck things in and see what, if you don't, I learned that from Janet, is that you don't have to use the whole piece. You can tuck it behind and just use an edge. It says, our life, family is everything. And then it has, the sticker sheet has all these wonderful words that you can just place all over.
Katie,
So
you have such a great style. I
oh, well,
absolutely
thank
love
you.
how you.
Well, I learned it from
put that
you, Janet,
together.
because it's the 4 quads. They're just different sizes.
You know, and what's really great too is Katie's got this nice cushion of border around the outside.
Why,
that
thank
just,
you.
It helps to,
I have a cushion of border,
it-
and I didn't even know.
it visually draws the eye in.
Thank you. Gosh, Janet, that means a lot coming from you. Thank
I
you.
love that.
I appreciate
I
it.
really do.
Yeah, I like it. It was fun, and I thought, oh wow, I could actually display this maybe.
It would be. It's perfect on an easel just like that.
Yeah, but then the card just fills it in.
It does, and it gives you your theme
Yeah.
and a lot of color and interest without any work.
Right, without any
Because
work.
you've really you've already done the
Exactly.
you've already made the cards.
Absolutely. So that was I met that challenge with those 4 different
It's
things.
so fun to see what you made, Katie.
Thank
I'm
you.
just
Well,
really
I just can't wait to
inspired.
see yours
Well, I'm
because oh
inspired.
my.
And like we said, we did not conspire with each other.
We did not.
at
And
all.
well, only once because I said, "Did you do coasters?" Because I didn't want to do
Oh.
coaster, and she
I
said,
didn't
"Oh,
do
I never
coasters.
even thought about a
I love
coaster."
doing
So,
coasters.
all right, now
So-
Janet's turn.
You want to sit by me?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
know I always
sit
I
by me.
do.
Oh, of
I am
course.
one that when I crop with people, they will put tape on the table
She
because
gets
I am an
closer and
encroacher.
closer and
But that's
closer,
I don't
yeah.
know what it is.
Well, I'm fine
Yeah.
with you being close.
Okay,
Katie. That's
because
okay.
sometimes with Jennifer and Teresa, all of a sudden they're like, Katie, and I'm like this. I'm like, oh. I just like being close to my friends.
We did share a room together once, but
We
won't talk
did,
about
yes,
that.
yeah. We don't. That
Okay.
what happened? No, I should
It's not going to happen again.
Oh no, it could. We were good roommates, weren't we?
We were.
We were very good roommates. You were a little concerned though the one day I went in to take a nap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you were in bed a long time.
Like, are you sick? No, just napping. She's like, come on, get up. We got things to do. So, all right.
So like we said before, Katie and I split up the cards in the card kit. We made them just as they are designed because we think they're beautiful cards. And we kind of arbitrarily split them up. I think we
very much so.
Maybe picked a few that you liked.
I picked one.
I think I chose
switched.
for
I
you.
switched that. You did, but I switched that one.
So
She's good that way.
I was inspired to put them in an album, which I think of the two.
Oh.
I think I got the easier gig of the two.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It
I
really
did not
was
know.
super, super fun to put them in albums. So I had
I
4
love
cards.
this.
And at first I thought, well, I'm going to use the cards as like.
Oh, I have a squirrel moment.
Yes,
Is this on sale?
Yeah.
Oh.
We need to tell about our
Yeah.
sale.
Okay.
Yes. Well, first I was inspired. Do you want to do that now? I'm just totally ignoring you.
I know.
Let's tell about the
I'm
sale.
used to that.
Sorry.
Are they 25% off?
Yeah.
So the Snap albums, the flip books, the 6x8 flip books, exactly what she used, is 25% off, and the 4x6 flip books are also 25% off, and the binders.
This one behind you.
Oh, thank you. The binders are 25% off, and I've used these all. In my introduction, like Kelly yesterday, I'm obsessed with mini books like she is. We kind of share that. And I've made lots and lots and lots of these and lots of those. And so it's a good thing to use.
Well, Katie is really the master at this format. I feel like I'm just kind of a wannabe here. I haven't done nearly as many albums, but I was inspired by Katie.
Oh, well, thank you, but my golly.
Definitely. In fact, I kind
It
of
looks like
channeled
Katie's
my
both.
my
I
inner
love
Katie
it.
here.
They're
I
so
did.
fun, aren't
There's-
they?
I may have gotten carried away.
No, I think it's perfect. It's like a party on the top.
It is a party on the top.
This is Janet, and this is Katie.
So I decided that I wanted to use the cards in the book as divider pages. Like, you know, when you have a section in your album, the first page of that section, I wanted
So
to use
smart.
them as divider pages. But then I realized I had an extra one, and I thought, hey, I'm just going to put it on the front of the album.
Well, that's perfect to
So
do
it
because
was
it fills it
perfect.
quite nicely. And it's
Yeah.
about the family, so it's
It is.
perfect.
So let me back up and just say what all I use to do this. So we've already talked about using the card kit. So if you wanted to make this, you would make the cards just as they are outlined in the kit. And then, of course, to make an album, you will need to just choose an album. And you could choose the black one or the plaid one. I kind of like the plaid one.
I do like the plaid one. I think it goes nicely with this because if you would have used black, this is like the conversations we had. If you would have used black, then it would have been, you'd have to matte more and so, but no, I like the plaid. I think
really
the plaid
like
was
the
an
plaid.
excellent choice.
Yes.
One that I probably would not have have gone with, but now that I see it, I love it.
You know, I think it worked great.
It
and
did.
I did not use any refills for this, but if you wanted to make a bigger album, you sure could. You can get all different styles of refills. You just want to make sure that when you're purchasing the refills, you're choosing the ones that say flip books because they are configured a little differently than the ones for the albums. And it has to do with this edge along the side. But I used the album just as is. I did not add any pages whatsoever. So then I figured, well, since I'm making an album, I'm probably going to need some paper, some cut-apart paper. And I do have it over here. So I chose 2 of the cut-aparts. I chose the 3x4 cut-apart sheets. Then also, whoopsie, the 4x6 cut-apart sheets. And I figured with one of each, I would have enough cut-aparts to fill all the different pockets
amazing.
in the album, and then some. And what's great about the cut-aparts is that they're all double-sided, so you can use both sides. And then after that, I thought, well, that's probably not going to be enough paper.
We need more!
So then, and Kelly's following me around and I'm doing this. And then I just chose a few different sheets of paper that I liked. So I looked at both sides. I thought, oh, that would be really pretty in an album. So I chose this one. And then I chose this one because it has a stripe on the back. And then I chose this one because it has the wood.
Yeah, kind of our basics.
Yeah, so when I'm picking out paper, I like to choose usually like a floral and a stripe and something that kind of functions as a plaid for sure, and something that functions as more of a solid, which is on the back side of this. So I just mixed and matched until I found 4 that I thought would look really good, cut up and put in the album. So these 4 sheets, but you could really use anything you want.
Or get the collection pack.
Yep, and then knock it off. There you go. Yeah.
And then 2 of the cut-aparts. So then after that, because it wasn't quite done.
We're not quite done with our choosing.
Then I needed more color vibe,
you never can have enough paper, right?
Right, and especially color vibe.
Oh.
You never can go wrong with color vibe because if you don't use it for this project, you will surely use it for something else.
So true.
So I used 4 different colors. I think I used pine. I used avocado. I used the black and the gray, and I think those were the same colors.
Yeah,
the same colors.
Hey,
so, Katie, impressive.
You guys, Beth remembers how much fun you guys, or she had forgotten how much fun you 2 were. She took classes from you.
Oh, yay!
And she lived to tell about it.
Yeah, congratulations. Here, I better scoot back over because you're like way scooting away from me.
And she's getting closer.
And I'm like, I know you have issues, but come over.
We'll have to put up a divider.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
You can try to divide me from the person I'm sitting by, but it just doesn't work.
It's just a delight. Okay, so she is just a delight. So I wanted to walk through this album real quick and just show you a couple of the features. So for the front of the album, what I did is I took this card, which is the family card, and I cut the back side off. So, when you have a card and you open it up, I just cut off the back. And then that gave me a piece of cardstock to use as a mat somewhere else in the album. So I cut all the backs off, basically.
And that's a good point, is that a lot of the ones that I cut off I used as mats.
Right.
Yep, so you have like a free piece of paper.
And we didn't even
talk. I don't know if we've told you that yet.
So on the front, I just matted this piece and I popped up the card. And then I added a few different die-cut flowers that I cut with, and this is one of my favorite dies. Kelly, it's the
pull that off for her.
Floral one.
Look over here.
There we go.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. I'm not sure what that was, but that's okay.
Hard to say.
You were like the die-cut queen.
I was.
You were.
Because I didn't use any ephemera in my album. I decided I would do only die cuts. So I limited myself to that, and so I used a lot of the flowers from this set, and then I just die cut from the paper that I had to work with. And then I added a fluffy Katie bow to the front, and a little tab, which is another thing that we have in common, and then 2 punch dots, which is kind of a signature thing.
What's the name of that die?
That is Funky Florals 3, I believe.
Funky Florals number 3, kind of like a song.
Yes.
Funky Florals number 3, everyone.
And I did use enamel dots and a combination of enamel dots and Nouveau drops in this album.
And your Nouveau drops look like enamel drops.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh,
you have got that
you.
down.
You know, I have to
I think I have Nouveau drop envy.
Well, Katie, you know, you don't see the ones that get messed up.
Oh,
I only show you the good ones. So, you know, it's like on Instagram. They only show you the clean rooms, right?
Or Pinterest,
right.
the projects at work.
So in your album, you will get, I believe there are 3 of the full sheets. Is that correct, Katie? I think that is.
Excuse me.
And so I thought that would be perfect.
Yep.
3 of the full 6x8 sheets, sheet protectors. I thought that would be perfect to use the remaining 3 cards. So again, I just cut off the backs, and for this one, I just added it to the 6x8 paper, and then I filled in the space with some of the dies from
That's
this
a
set.
must-have.
This is a must-have, and I have to tell
It's
you,
like a staple.
I was skeptical. I was like, why do I need all those parts?
But
And
wasn't
you
it
do.
nice?
You do,
Mm-hmm.
because if you have them, you can cut them all at once. So it's really super, super handy.
What a great idea to use those as your dividers.
It was super fun. Well, thank you. And so on the back side of this, I had another piece of paper to fill. I just used one of the cut-aparts and matted it, and then I added flashcards down in here, which have probably gotten stuck in here.
Do you stick yours down like I do? Because it frustrates me when everything falls out.
Yes. So I just had to pull a little bit harder.
You're very
But
strong.
These are the 2 flashcards from the flashcard set.
And they're designed by Katie, if you want to mention that.
Katie, they are so super cute.
Well, thank you. Oh, here, I have some over here. I'll grab them. I think you have some too over there, Janet.
And I just use, and I just used my corner rounder to round the corners. You could ink these, I did not. I think you could get away with either white or cream with this project.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then I just left the back of this open so I could tuck these in as a little pocket. So, and then this goes back in the sleeve.
People are really loving all the projects, you guys.
Well,
good job.
good.
Good job. And then
do
while
this
you're putting
upside
that
down.
in, Katie, could you mention that Lori has been inspired because she's going to do this with some of our other cards. She has a lot of cards.
Oh
that
yeah,
she's made.
absolutely, yeah.
So could you mention that because they can't hear me?
Oh, you can't hear. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
They can't hear. So Lori has shared that she is very inspired by our project. Thank you, Lori. And that she has lots of cards, and so she's going to actually do some of these different projects in. And Lori, we'd love to see them. That's always fun to see what people come up with,
Absolutely.
too. And what you do. So if you're still working even on your Merrymaker's crate or just a crate and you add Christmas cards, we'd love to see it. It's always so fun to see what people create.
And then, let's see. There's a question, I lost who it was, but they want to know what adhesive you used, Janet, because they used an adhesive on another flip book and it kind of bowed the cover.
Oh, the front cover.
on the
The front cover. Okay.
I think I just used my regular tape adhesive. I don't believe I used any kind of score tape or anything like that.
Did you? Because on front covers, I usually use a score tape because they get handled more and they might come off. But if you don't, I wouldn't. If it bows, I would definitely not use a liquid. Then I don't know if I've done a liquid, but you use that baby.
Yeah, and you know the reason I think this is what I used for the cover is I wasn't absolutely sure what I was going to do. This is repositionable, and I'm forever changing my mind. And
I do. I use it all the
so
time.
handy.
And then when you have, like, I notice I have some of the adhesive back here. It rolls right off. So it is. And then if you're not quite sure, I mean, that's the thing that sold me on it is that I would put something down and I'm like, nope, pull it off, put it back on, and that tape is
'Cause check it out.
fabulous. Check it out. It has to.
I could
Oh,
look
it
totally
is.
up.
Yeah. It kind of has to audition for us before we
Yes.
decide we're going to
Yes.
use it.
Yes. So this is why I use repositionable adhesive, and now I need
Yep.
to add just a touch more there.
Yep.
But yeah, and then I did put foam tape under this layer right here. So this piece is flat with repositionable, and then this one is foam tape. That's a great question.
Could you mention that you could also do these things with cards that people sent you?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great idea.
You can also, I feel like, you can also do these with cards that people sent you, even for Christmas cards that they've sent you, or maybe you have some that you have received and really, cherish. You could use those too. Valentine's cards and
would
stuff,
be
that would be
super
fun,
fun.
or some that your
Yeah.
spouse or significant other have given you that you could make them. There's all sorts of things you
Right.
could do with it. Absolutely.
Or even like a heritage card that you have.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I have a lot of old cards that I saved that belong to my grandma or my parents. Wouldn't that
treasures,
be fun
yeah.
to put them in an album like
yes.
this, or to put them
And then
in a
have their
box like that?
pictures.
Yeah, it would be super.
Or birthday cards.
Yeah.
People get
That'd be
people get birthday cards. You can make a birthday album.
We are just full.
So
Oh my
then-
gosh.
So then they said they can hear me, so I'm just
Oh,
gonna
okay.
talk.
All right.
So that idea was from somebody, it was from Beth, so thank
Okay.
you, Beth, for that.
Yes, we like ideas. We need
Excellent.
to wash our table.
We do.
Yeah, let's put that on the list
Yeah.
today.
Okay, shall we continue on?
Yes.
I wanted to show
This is
just
my
some
favorite card.
ideas. I love that too.
I think I used it there.
Hey,
Oh
check it
yeah,
out.
you
Yep.
guys.
I love how you
Uh-huh.
added the little sticker with
Yeah.
the coffee cup.
I love that one.
So then it was just a matter of going through and using the cut-aparts and pieces of additional paper to fill the pockets. And there were times where I left two cut-aparts together, and just instead of cutting them apart, I just scored along here and then just folded them, and then I added something to the front part. So then that
I
just
love
tucks
doing that.
in. That's all Katie.
Oh, and that's all simple stories from classes or kits I've done.
And then I was inspired by Katie to do some tags with fluffy bows or junk bows.
Junk bows are fun.
And I
like
don't know,
fluffy.
Katie, if these
They look
if
good.
get your approval.
They
or
do. You did a very
not.
nice job.
But I might have gotten a little bit carried away.
You can't get carried away with a junk
Oh
bow.
my gosh. So with a junk bow, I think the key that I've learned from Katie is you want to choose different kinds of ribbon that are different textures, different colors, different shapes, I guess.
Yeah.
And she always likes to use the curly ribbon and usually something to tie. So
Because those two tie so nicely. The grid ribbon and the twine tie so nicely to do it. Yeah.
They do. And so what I did here is I just left the pocket blank. You could put something in the pocket, but then I just put the tags right in the pocket.
That's so
then
smart.
I love that the little junk bows stick out the top.
Is that fun?
So yeah.
And I noticed you use a stamp there.
I did.
I love that.
I did. So
Perfect for a gift.
Yeah.
yeah, we have a wonderful stamp set
That
designed
Janet
by Kelly.
created?
No,
Oh.
this was Kelly's.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I can't.
did.
You guys have made so many stamps. I just don't know who makes them anymore. Yeah.
Kate, or this was Kelly,
Yep.
and it was a wonderful, wonderful idea. If you're making
Yes.
a gift album, you can just stamp the different sizes, and then it makes it really easy for the person to know what size photos to add. So here on the back side, then I just added a few die cut pieces just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. This is from the postage stamp die set, which I have here.
That's like a staple for me too. Is this die set? Yeah, I
this
love it.
one. Yeah, and another heart.
Hearts are
from-
staples. So are circles.
from the heart, and that's a stitch circle, which
Love
I think
it.
I got because of you. Oh, I think you're an influencer, Katie.
Yes, she is.
Maybe I need to start like
sure.
charging or something so we can make some money.
Yeah,
so I can make some money.
And then Teresa influenced me
Oh.
to get that silhouette bird, and I thought, oh, I do not need those birds.
Right,
But now
but-
I use the birds all the
Do you
time.
really? This
I
is really
absolutely
cool. I love that little layout.
Well, thank you. So this is a cut apart, and I just let it stick up a little bit above the card
I like that.
itself, and then I added the little bird. So you've got space here for a photo, and you could do your journaling over here.
So I'm going to grab
And
the kind of part that you used over here
And
and
the
show
bird
it.
is, I believe it's called Silhouette Birds from Sizzix. It's a Tim Holtz die, and it's on its way. It's probably going to be arriving any day if you wanted to get it. And Janet, doesn't it have about 10 different birds in it?
9 or 10.
9 different poses and
Yes.
things.
Some are going left, some are going right, some are
I love
looking
it.
down, some are looking up. A bird for every occasion.
Because that's what we need.
Right.
So that's the cut apart
It
use,
is,
isn't
yes.
it? And then you just
Oh,
covered it
tricky.
up.
Yeah,
And I
so-
learned that from you to change them up.
Well, I think
And then
I
added
learned
the
this from you.
Nuvo.
We are influencing each other.
We are.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Julie just said in the comments.
We influence each other. We do.
That's great.
Katie,
In good
and
ways.
there's questions about the grid ribbon. Do you want to get
Oh,
some of that to
absolutely.
show?
I would love to.
And I have some on the front of the
Oh, do
table,
you?
Katie, if you want
Okay.
to grab that.
So the grid ribbon, it curls naturally. It seems to. It's not like, you remember the old curling ribbon that you took your scissor blades?
It's kind
I
of
remember
like
doing that as a kid,
Yeah.
you know, rubbing the
Oh, you have
scissor
some.
blade against your finger.
Not
So-
against my finger, but
Well, the old days. The old
Oh,
curling-
like
the
you
old
would-
paper
yes,
curling
yes, yes,
ribbon.
yes.
I can't
yeah,
believe
I know
that
what
my
you.
mom and everybody got to do that, but we did a lot of dangerous things in our youth. But this is the ribbon. It kind of curls naturally. It's called ladder or grid ribbon, and it comes in, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 colors.
Yeah, the only color it really doesn't have is yellow.
Right.
So he has pink
white
and
has
red,
been, white
and white
has been
has
out
been
of
out
stock,
forever, yeah.
And it's online under embellishments and ribbon and twine. You'll find it.
And if you get to a point where at a piece that doesn't want to curl, Wendy Jean told us just have to kind of stretch it and pull at it,
Oh.
and then it curls up.
Oh gosh, I did
yeah,
not know
see
that.
at the where I pulled it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
I
you
have
can buy it in feet, or you can buy it as a roll, and the rolls are $10.49. And I bought rolls because I just love to have it.
Well, those colors. What color
Yeah.
is that green, Katie? Because it
This
matches this collection. Perfect.
green is apple.
Apple. And I'm guessing that's what Janet
I
used.
did.
Apple and the
Yeah,
black.
and the black, for sure. Well, on this is the next divider page, and I wanted to show you a kind of a little tricky thing that I did here. Not tricky, but
Well, I'm sure it's
No, I'm
very
sure it
tricky.
is.
just something that I think is helpful to know. So this is a card that I cut the back off of, and this card is one of our collections.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Piles
I know.
So our piles are getting deeper because I'm a very messy crafter here.
Well, also,
this is the card that I used, cut the back off, and I wanted to use it for a pocket. And I think one of the things that we struggle with is when you put tags in a pocket, they can slip down too far. And so what I always do in this case is I create what's called a false bottom. So I put my score tape around the outside like you would normally, but then I add an additional line of score tape at the point where I want the tags to go no further than that. So I will.
That's so smart.
Have,
Yeah,
you,
that
have you
is.
done this before,
I have,
Katie?
and it's so
Yeah.
smart to do.
And I don't know what the right word for it is, but
I
I
like the
say
false bottom.
False bottom.
Yes.
So when you put this on your layout, what you want to do is just peel off all of the score tape.
And I think these are the dies that you
It
used,
is,
wasn't it? And I love these dies. I have the set myself, imagine that. But they comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tags, and then I guess this would be considered a tag also, and then a label, and then you can cut the reinforcers and put those on, which I noticed that Janet also
I
has.
love the
It's $22.99, and it's called Tag Collection.
That's a good name. They have some pretty good names for things.
Excuse me.
Now, when you
But
place,
this
from
is a
Tim.
must-have, yeah. This is one of my staples too.
when you place score tape, you don't get a second chance. So,
Very unforgiving, isn't it?
But what I love is now my tags are not going to go too far down in there. They're
I'm really
gonna-
glad you showed that,
Yeah.
Janet. I'm really happy about that.
Well, thank you. I think it's just a handy thing to
It is.
to
It's
do.
good. Yeah,
And I've
because
used-
nothing's more frustrating than losing a
Then
tag.
you lose a tag.
Yeah.
You can't get it out.
No,
Gosh. It's a crafter problem.
it is.
So now this goes in, and it is
pretty.
a really nice divider. And I love the back of
nice.
this.
that's a
That
nice
made
back.
me go,
Yeah.
oh.
So the reason I chose this paper is I thought, oh golly, that would be
It's
a
really pretty.
beautiful page. Even, you know, if you put your pictures up here, or you just
Or you
left it
just
blank.
leave it. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
this is a 6x8 page. All you have to do is just cut your paper at 8 inches and then cut it in half, and you've got basically 2 pages just like that. So
Very
really,
nice.
really pretty paper. So always look at your paper before you start cutting it apart and say, okay, which one do I want to reserve for something like this?
That's very smart.
So then I've got another tag situation going on, and another card down here.
It's a
But you
situation.
used flashcards.
Yes.
On their tag.
Yes. The little flashcards just
And that's your
round in
die?
the corner. Yep, that's the postage stamp die. And these cut-aparts are so cute. They've got a lot of artwork on them, which is really, really fun. So here I've got a separate little piece that folds over the top. So I cut a 4x6 piece.
Yeah, you gotta show us the back.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it that way.
Yes, and then this is a 4 by, that would be 8 inches, and scored it in half and placed
Very
it
clever.
so it was
That
attached.
is, because usually I do where it's only like halfway.
Yes,
And I have to. So
yes.
that's really smart.
Well, I don't know if it's smarter
No,
or
it
what.
is.
But, so then the other thing that I did that's tricky, as you can see, some
I
of
can,
them
yes. What is that?
I attached some of the flowers to the pocket, and some of the flower and the greenery.
I love it.
The greenery is actually on the paper, so it gives it a little bit of an interesting.
It does,
dimension.
and it helps when you put it on there. It helps with the bulk. It doesn't give it
Right,
those warpy little
exactly.
pages.
Yeah,
yeah.
And of course it's unprotected, so you have to be a little careful with it.
I love
but
that.
it does. It does. You're right. It doesn't make it bulky within the pocket. So I tended to try to use
like that.
this. Thank you. I tried to use the same hearts and birds throughout the album to kind of give a cohesive feel. Same with the flowers. I tended to repeat. So
Well, this one, I like how you have it up above.
Oh yeah,
That's a great idea.
So this is a little flashcard from Katie's flashcard sheet, one of the smaller ones, and I just rounded the corners and kind of used it as a tab.
I love it.
So
Great
fun,
idea.
fun. So here I cut off the back of the card, and I just matted it kind of offset with another piece of cardstock, and then I added a bird.
I love it. There's a bird. I love
That bird
it.
did not appear on the card originally, but
Nope.
I thought, oh, he
You can
eat
add.
it. And of course, our tab punch.
Yes.
We have to use our tab
Yes.
punch.
It's that perfect little splash of color.
It is. And this is just a plain page that I just added 3 photo mats to and a couple of the hearts from the heart set just to fill in the spaces. And I can't tell you how useful these are. Any size heart you need, you've got.
It is. It's great.
For
It's a
an
great
album
set.
like this.
Yeah.
So I used the same hearts over here, but I just added them to the edge of this fold-out piece, like so.
And
a
there's
little
not
bow.
directions or
No.
instructions, but you're going to take pictures of every page, aren't you, and put
I
on
have
the blog.
pictures of every page,
Love
and I will
it.
put this on the blog, and you can
So
you can
nice.
really do your own thing once you start playing with it. It just kind of puts
This is
itself together.
amazing, Janet.
So here, this is another
Oh
thing.
my!
So here I used a 4x6
I haven't seen this before.
because it came out of my head,
Oh,
Katie.
I love it.
Something new.
So
my
it
gosh.
was new. What I did is I started with a 5x7 card, and I cut it down to 4x6. So let me just do this real quick because it looks kind of crazy, doesn't it?
I
Cutting it
love
down.
it.
Cutting
4
it
by
down
6.
to 4x6. This is a 5x7 card.
Okay.
I wanted it to be cut to fit in one of the pockets. And so we know that the pockets are
a good way to use the
4x6.
card base.
Yeah.
I guess I still need this. So hang on. And what I really wanted to do then is create this piece that would fit down in one of these pockets. I wanted to basically turn these 2 3x4 pieces into a 4x6. So
That's amazing because I've used the card down here, but I've
Yeah.
never thought of doing it.
well, you
Wow.
know, necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. So here's what I did. I put my card in at the 3-inch point.
Okay, so here's your fold, right?
Yep.
Your fold.
Yep. And
okay.
so I'm going to run my blade from the bottom, and I'm going to stop at the fold. Okay. Like so.
Oh, you're not cutting. I thought you might cut it off.
Then you can do this either way. Let's say, in this case, I left this piece down, but I could choose to leave this piece down. Why don't I make it this way
Okay.
instead?
I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Please do. Good
So
idea.
now I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to glue it down. I mean, it's literally as simple as that.
That does seem
And
pretty
now this fits in your pocket, right? And let's just take this little guy out just for more
While you're
space.
taking that out, there's a question about the album that Janet used, and it is the 6x8 Buffalo Check flip book. And the flip books, all of the flip books, are 25% off through Sunday. We're having For February, we're having the Things We Love specials, and they start on Wednesday and they go through Sunday. So next week, we're going to have some special Sizzix dies on sale. And this week, it's the flip books and the snap albums. And she's using Buffalo Check. And did you get it in there?
I did. She did. And then I broke out of
Face is a little red. It was a fight.
We got it though. We never
if you need to trim your card down a little bit, just trim it down if it doesn't go in
Perhaps
easy.
that would be easier. So this piece, as you can see, goes in the pocket and serves as the holder for this piece. Isn't that fun?
That's very cool.
And then to make this a little fancier looking, we're just going to add something else to this pocket. And you can glue that. Yeah. You can glue that down, and now you can fancy up your
Janet,
top
can
part.
I challenge you to one more thing?
Yeah.
Since it's going so well. What I'm wondering is, could you score this right here and make it so it closes, but then this flips over?
Oh, Kelly,
So
let's
can you
do
try
it. Yes, let's do it.
I want to see you put that back in.
Well, we could videotape it this time if you like. So we're going to try. We saw how to do it like
Okay.
she did here, which is really cool. And we're going to go one more step and try something different.
Yeah, let's do it.
Try another idea.
Okay, so Kelly, I've got my scoring blade in my trimmer, and it just lives at the bottom of my trimmer.
And you can do that with this Fiskars trimmer.
Yeah.
And everybody always asks, what's Janet's trimmer?
Yeah,
There's plenty of room to have it down here because this is longer than 12 inches.
And I have to put mine in a little dish and then
pop it back on, pop it off, pop it on.
Stand up to reach it. So
You don't like to do that, I learned yesterday. I have to do this. That's just a little too much.
Okay.
All right, let's see this.
Let's see this
do
again.
you want me to videotape this, or would you like me to go off and do a commercial?
You can, Kelly. I think the reason that it's hard to get in there is because the pages are in the album. What I typically do is assemble my pages,
And then you put
and
them
then
all
I put them in the album.
It's going in
Yeah,
great.
that's good.
Okay, so let's see if this works.
Kelly, that was a fun idea.
Oh, I like
Check
that.
it
You could do that, or you
Yeah.
could do it the other way. What if you fold it the other direction?
This way?
Yeah, let's just try it, because that's what we do here.
Oh, I love it. Yep,
So it would open
it
up.
does work.
And it goes like that. Kelly,
So
I like that.
There's two new techniques.
What if you didn't
Okay,
even adhere this down,
Yeah.
but you just used it as a flap?
Yes.
Oh,
You could
we have
add
three ideas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pictures.
And you know what's even better?
What?
Because we've used repositionable adhesive.
Oh yeah, you can
could do
take it
that.
off.
If this,
You'd have to probably use a paper or some sort of a clip, a paper clip or a Tim Holtz clip to clip it
wouldn't
shut.
that be cute?
It
A little
would.
ribbon on it.
We have to
See?
borrow that from Diane.
Lisa, I want you guys to know that Lisa's mind is rolling.
Oh, I hope
She
in a
could
good
use-
way.
She could use her anniversary cards as pockets and insert the person's picture.
Oh,
taken
yeah.
at the party. So
Yes.
They pick everyone's
Oh,
picture.
yes.
that.
Oops,
be
sorry,
great.
I got too excited.
If you get excited and the
Don't pound off the table.
Okay. Yeah.
I know. I don't know where
Anyway,
you're
you got options. There's a couple options for our
That's a
album.
great
I love
idea.
It. I love
Album
it even
making
better
people.
than what I did. So excellent. Well, let's just go on.
Let's.
So here I've got another 4x6 card, and down here I just created a pocket using, this is a cut apart that I just cut down slightly, and then I just adhered it to the page with score tape. And these are tiny little tags from,
Right there.
yeah.
Tiny little
So
tags.
you used all the tags.
I am fairly new to this tag die set, and it's super,
Did you like it?
handy.
Are we gonna see it again?
love it. Oh, I use it all
Yeah.
the time now. I previously was just cutting my own tags
Yeah.
because I thought, oh, they're just straight tags. But you know what?
But
These
you
are
even
really
use the
nice.
reinforcers, I
I
see.
love the reinforcers. So here I did 3 different things. I use the reinforcer, which is super handy. I use that all the time. And what I love about die cutting the tags is they have that nice finished edge.
Yeah, they
Which,
do.
if
Yeah.
you're just cutting them with your trimmer, you're not going to get that nice finished edge. So this one has the reinforcer. This one I used my tiny attacher
Oh, yeah.
and
Love
just
it.
put the staples through and crisscrossed, a la Teresa. And then this one, I just used a flashcard, and I did not round the corners, but I just put little hearts at the top.
I like that
to cover
a
the
lot.
hole.
I'm glad those flashcards fit on that tag.
The flashcards fit perfectly
Yeah.
on that tag. So these little dudes fit right in the pocket, like so. And then this goes in here. So
Very cute, Janet.
It is.
Thank you. I think we've come to the last page, and here's one more thing I will show everybody. So I still had more tags that I wanted to make because I was so...
Yeah. Okay, so you made these tags also.
I made these tags.
Oh my gosh.
I just was totally inspired by Katie and her junk bows, and I just kept making tags. So I used my scraps of
Good
paper. Right. So this one, I think they're both from this middle-sized one. And so for this, I decided I would make one of Katie's famous tucks. So this is
Her famous.
yeah. Wouldn't you call that a tuck? Or
It is a tuck.
It's a tuck.
What did we decide to call those? Bands or
not a belly
not
band.
bands.
Doing
No,
belly
I know.
bands. I
It's
can't
a
say belly.
no.
So this is just a strip of paper that I secured with some score tape over here, and it goes probably all the way across. But I wanted to conceal the other end of it, so I just added a piece of paper over the top. So this part is open, and it just serves to kind of hold my tags in place. So this is a really fun way.
You have a lot of different techniques in your book.
Well, I just kind of couldn't help myself.
I think we've
That's
had
so
a lot of
fun.
techniques
My
today.
gosh.
This morning has had tons of techniques.
Well, the other thing that this paper does is it keeps your tags from going too far out of their lane.
You get a rogue
They
tag,
need to
yeah.
stay right where
You don't want a rogue
yeah,
tag, do
no,
you?
definitely
No.
not. So you want the tags to stay where you.
And Val
intended.
did mention the Elizabeth Craft reinforcers. So you get a nice
Oh,
little
yeah.
circle reinforcer here. And Elizabeth Crafts has 2 die sets that have all kinds of shapes, like, I know, cameras and stars and different things.
Yeah.
The
Wow,
reinforcer
that's
is super
amazing.
helpful. I have used that a lot, for sure.
And one thing about these dies that I noticed, because I was using some of their stacked ones, not the stacked tiles, but I'm not sure what they call their circles and stars, but these are a little bit more reinforced around the edges rather than other thinlets. These are framelets. And so they're not going to bow as much if you use them a lot when you're cutting, because they've got that extra little band of metal. And
Oh, like
that,
this
right,
piece
they're
right
not
here.
just,
Gotcha.
like compared to these.
That's just the outline.
So
That's a good
these are
point.
just the cutting piece, but the tags have a
Yeah.
reinforcement edge on them.
And you do get, and maybe this is not the best one because it's black, but you do get a really nice little
Oh, and you can
interior
kind of see
border.
it.
Yeah.
You can kind of see
It's
it.
just a really nice finished edge.
And I have cut along that, like cut it again, so then you have exactly the piece that will fit in there.
Oh, to match.
So yeah, so
Absolutely.
you trim it, like if I was gonna cut that out and put it on
Right.
a white tag.
So a mat, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. The tag, if you think you don't need the tag dies, think again.
Yeah,
Honestly, because
rethink that choice.
Rethink that.
Yes.
Because they're really, really handy
Yes.
to have. And like I said before, I thought, oh, I can cut my own tags, but they're not nearly as nice as the die
How
cut
do you,
tags.
if you cut your own tags, how do you get these to match?
You know what I would do is I used just a store-bought tag. And I
Oh,
just
and
kept
then
it
try
as
to
a
trim
template.
it that way?
I kept
Okay.
it as a template, so I was forever trying to
Yeah.
find my store-bought tag and
Yes.
cut it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
Be easy on yourself and get yourself a nice tag set like
Yeah.
this because you'll use it all the time.
It's a good basic.
It is. It's a nice set. So
So
All
wow,
right.
like I said, have shown a million different ideas today. Well, maybe not a million, but at least 1,000.
Well, at least 20.
And
at least 20.
At least more than 20.
Or
I would
8.
say more than 20.
if we're really being
So,
honest.
Katie and Janet, you guys have done a wonderful job.
Thanks.
Just as a review, they took the card kit from The Simple Life, and they each got 4 cards, and Janet put them into an album, and Katie made a page layout that she showed earlier, and she did a coaster, which, oh my gosh, I never even thought about a coaster, and that's perfect for these.
We're like,
And then she had all kind of
Yeah,
math.
we're like,
Where's your other coaster that you made? Okay.
right here.
Oh, right here. It's right in front of me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
having
all right.
trouble seeing things right in front of me. And welcome to Penny's family, the beautiful little Reagan, her new granddaughter. And that was really cute. You showed us how to do that. And then she took a card, and this is what a lot of people, Katie, are saying that they're going to do is turn their cards into pockets.
Yeah. So easy
And-
to do too.
And she did that, and things to add to the crate. And then Janet took it and made an album with the 4 of the cards. And seriously, you guys have shown more different techniques than what you think about today. Than what you think, I should say.
Well, I will say it was really a fun project to collaborate on. That's a big word.
That was.
And
They're collaborators.
Yes.
and see what we each came up with.
Yeah.
Completely independently.
Completely independently.
And
yes.
a lot of people have said they love today. They love the
good.
demo. They learned so
Good.
much.
Good. Thank you.
And they have a question, is there a Snap album that would go with Tranquility? So I wondered, Katie, if you could...
A Snap album that would
Robin's
go.
Egg or...
Okay. Yeah. I'm on it.
Katie's on it.
I'm going to shut my microphone off in
Shutting
case.
off her microphone. She's going to go find one. Maybe grab a Tranquility.
Okay.
Sally says, great projects. And then I love the idea, Janet, about using cards you've made but you haven't given.
Yeah, that would
That
be
get them out and look at all the cool things you can do with them.
exactly. Well, I'm sort of is it possible to inspire yourself, Kelly? I'm
I think
thinking
maybe you can. Why not?
as we've been talking about the different kinds of tags you could use for projects like this, I've been working on a heritage album, which I will be back in March. I can say that now, I guess.
Yes, you can.
And
It's on the calendar.
it's on the calendar to share a couple of new heritage projects that I've been working on. And I have run across a lot of old cards, you know, the really, really special old
yes.
cards that, you know, you maybe got from a grandma or an aunt or something like that. And I think any of those beautiful cards would be perfect in an album or a box like this. What'd you find?
And Janet, the other question is, somebody had mentioned like using cards they have received
Yeah.
for some of these projects, and Jan's asking, if you use the cards you've received, do you save the part the person wrote to you? And see, I haven't done anything with my cards except I save them all. First of all, if I get a card, I look at it like several times and for several days, because a lot of times there's such inspiring things written in them and they just make me feel really happy and good and warm and fuzzy or whatever. But then I don't do anything with them. I save them so I can go back and look at them. But what would you...
I have an idea for that, Kelly.
Okay, let's
was it
hear it.
Jan who was asking the question?
Yes.
Okay, what I would do, and this is maybe a crazy thing, but you could, if you wanted to use that card as a pocket, you could cut the back off and turn it over
Oh.
and put the back on, but have the inside writing visible. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Yep.
then you would put score tape. You would just flip over so this part back here would have the person's writing on it, and you would just attach it with score tape and turn it into a pocket, but you could still read what was on the
And
inside.
somebody mentioned earlier to flip it the other way, but and then you could read both. But
I think maybe that's what the person was saying. I
talking
think we're
about
saying the
cut
same
it and
thing.
then flip it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good tip.
Yeah. Because you would seal it in the same manner. You would
Right.
just have to add
an
adhesive.
adhesive.
Yeah.
So I do
On
think
that,
you would
yeah.
have to, let's think,
That'd be really
you'd
cool.
have to cut it off.
You'd have to
wouldn't
cut
you?
it.
And then
Yeah,
turn it
because this
over.
would open, so you'd cut it off and flip
Flip it over.
Yep.
I think that would work just fine.
Or if you would cut it off, add a different cardstock for the back, and then tuck the words inside.
Make that your
Sure.
tag.
Yeah, make that your tag.
Oh, that would
yeah.
be great.
Julie says this is kind of nice, and Katie, I think she's
Should I listen?
inspired by your crate.
Oh.
Yeah. Julie said she's taken her parents' 50th wedding anniversary cards and made a crate with all the pictures that they took and the cards, and she says thanks for the inspiration.
Oh my word,
love
that
that
is
idea.
wonderful.
Then
That
it
is
turns
great.
into a gift
love
that they
those
can
crates.
enjoy.
Oh, the crates are great, and any collection would work in this. This one, I just love the colors so much. And I can't wait to take it home.
I
So
know,
I
I
could-
think it'd be nice that you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these were the Tranquility.
So we had a question about what books would match Tranquility.
What do you think?
Tranquility.
Oh, you know, for sure these two.
Yeah.
I really kind of like the pink. What do you think?
Yeah, the pink would be perfect.
I think the pink.
Wouldn't that be pretty?
Yeah, the pink or robin's egg.
Yeah, that would be really
The
pretty.
teal, We don't have a teal one.
It was too greeny.
Was it
Yeah.
too green?
Yeah, it
Okay.
goes too green.
Of these, I really like that
I like the
one.
pink.
I think that's beautiful.
Let's see here. Let's open up a.
And you could always do black. If you just want to
Yes.
do a solid, you could do a black.
You can't go wrong with that.
No.
That always looks
It's
good.
always a good base color, isn't it? See
And
if we
then there
can
are,
pick out.
oh, good. Oh,
Ooh.
nice. You're getting some paper out.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So,
That's
yeah.
really pretty.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
This is not a really pink. It's more of a. We used to have a cardstock that was called Piglet.
Piglet?
Yeah,
more
it's
like
kinda-
Piglet?
It's kind of a piglet color.
Flesh?
It's kind of a peachy pink.
Yeah.
You know
Piglet.
what I'm saying?
Yes,
It
I
was
like
called-
it.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Piglet? Do you
I
remember
agree.
Piglet?
It is kind of a peachy
This would be a
pink.
Yes.
great front
So
cover,
it's
wouldn't
does
it?
look
it's a
pretty.
beautiful cover for that.
Yeah.
And there are 3 new colors, limited edition colors of the snap binders coming out. And
Oh, that's
Katie,
right.
all I can remember is lime and lilac.
And like a
remember the
coral. Kind of
Okay,
a coral
so maybe
color.
The coral might work
Not
too.
piglet-ish, more orangey red.
More
Yeah.
orangey.
More orangey red, yeah.
that might
Which
work.
is very pretty too.
So I'm sorry
Yeah.
I don't remember who asked that question, but thanks for asking. We're always willing to match up things, or if you're not sure and you want to order something, you can call us, and we're happy to go out and see what matches the best. We have some good color matchers that work
do.
here.
Yeah.
We do. We're color sensitive.
You guys, thank you so much. Both of these guys came in on their day off today, so thanks so much. I sure appreciate it.
Yeah. You're
There's
welcome. It was
so many
fun. It
comments.
was good to be with you again,
Definitely.
girl.
So many comments
Yay.
about the 2 of you and how much they enjoyed
Look
it.
at how
so-
she's away from me again.
Poor Janet. So I hope
to like
everybody
tether
has a
you
happy
in, yeah.
day.
Oh,
We're
but
open
tomorrow,
we're open till
Peggy's here
7.
tomorrow
Yep.
for her introduction. Oh, did you already cover
we
that?
have Meet the Staff with Peggy, and it was funny because Teresa pointed out Peggy is our newest staff member, so that's going
Oh,
to be
so we
fantastic.
had,
You had the oldest
Our
and then
oldest
the
and our
newest.
newest.
yay, that will be
So-
fun.
All right, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.